A little over 20 years ago, I had the chance to rock around the streets in the first generation F-150 Lightning. 240 horsepower was mind-blowing at that time.
But now we're in a day and age where superchargers themselves have a larger displacement than 50% of the engines that are currently in production. That means that between these two trucks, there is 1,440 horsepower, which is just as much as the original Bugatti Veyron. And the MSRPs between these two bring a hefty $230,000, which is more than a Lamborghini Huracan.
Hello everyone and welcome to Performance on Wheels. My name is Todd. My son Austin and I, we make all sorts of videos on all sorts of different cars. Everything from a $5,000 clapped out daily driver to these amazing six-figure trucks. Now, if you could do us a favor, that's because we were getting a lot of positive comments and a lot of thumbs up, but 97% of you are not hitting that subscribe button. So do us a favor, hit the button, and now let's get into checking out the F-150 Raptor R. It is a true story that in my senior year of high school, I was rolling around in a 93 F-150 Lightning, maybe listening to a little Nelly, but that's besides the point. That truck, brand new in 93, was a $20,000 truck. That was the cream of the crop. That was the truck that everyone desired. Now today, the F-150 Raptor R is the truck that everyone desires, but things have changed dramatically. The MSRP on both of these trucks is $115,000. What does it mean to have a $115,000 truck? If you put no money down on that, say you have a 7% tax rate and a 5 or 6% loan rate, you're essentially gonna have a truck that has a $2,000 per month car payment. This vehicle only gets 12 to 15 miles per gallon. If you own this vehicle for all 72 months at around 15,000 miles per year, you're gonna be talking about $30,000 worth of fuel. When you add that stuff up, your tabs, your car payment, your insurance, you're looking at owning a Raptor R for around $3,000 per month for 72 months.
Now, you don't go into buying this vehicle thinking that you're like gonna save money or something crazy like that. You're simply going into buying this vehicle because it can do this. There's simply no reason that any vehicle with 37-inch tires should be able to break them that loose. Holy cow, that easily. I mean, it just keeps spinning. Just its lack of traction is insane. There is not a vehicle this big that can get this sideways and give you that driving experience. There just isn't one. There's not another one that exists anywhere. Under the hood of the Ford Raptor R sits one of Ford's wildest creations, the 5.2-liter flat plane crank Predator with the big supercharger right on the top of it. Now, this truck is beyond impressive, to say the least. Quarter mile times in the low 12-second range, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. You're talking about a 6,000-pound full-size pickup truck that can do quarter mile times in the same times as like 600 horsepower supercars.
And I will say, in a day and age for what this is worth, where engine bays are extremely ugly and full of plastic, this looks old school and this looks awesome. Yes, there's some modern tech in here, but that supercharger on top of that V8, it looks absolutely menacing.
It absolutely does. Now let's talk about reliability here for just a minute. Overall, it's pretty solid. It has full forged internals, heavy duty cooling, and proper oiling. Just like anything, it's not invincible. Early Predator engines had a timing chain tensioner issue, and that 10-speed has a history of harsh shifts and seal wear if it is not maintained. And there's a few other small things, but in reality, it's pretty rock solid for how hard a lot of people drive these trucks. And I'm not sure that there's a name quite as cool as that. Now, this engine specifically in the Raptor R is known as the Predator Carnivore variation. I mean, come on, that is just awesome. But for whatever reason, if the 2.6 liter or so supercharger is simply not big enough for you, you can option to a Whipple. Let's just say the $115,000 just wasn't enough and you need to spend another $15,000. You can bump that power up with a warranty to 975 horsepower. Wow. We've already done a few of these at our local Ford dealership and they are just ridiculous. You're talking about taking over a half a second off of the 0 to 60 times and the same for the quarter mile times by increasing the size of the supercharger by over 40%, bringing it up to a 3.8 liter Whipple on this thing, and they absolutely scream.
That's incredible. Literally like supercar performance, or very fast sports car performance at the very least. Looking at the Raptor R from the outside, this is an amazing looking vehicle. There's no denying that. Now, we've had the opportunity to check out every vehicle in the Raptor lineup. Previously, we made a video comparing the Raptor to the Bronco Raptor, and what we said is at the end of the day, we thought the Bronco Raptor was a cooler, better vehicle. But if I recall correctly, we said if there was a Raptor R in this video, even from the outside looks perspective, we would probably be saying that this is the cream of the crop compared to that Bronco Raptor. And there's just some subtle differences between the normal F-150 Raptor and the Raptor R, such as the hood and the standard 37s, but you can get those on the standard Raptor as well. So at the end of the day, you are buying this truck for the engine and the engine only, and that price gap is significant. There's just something special about having that little letter R all over the vehicle, whether it's in the seats, on the grille, on the hood, or in the shelter green one behind me, even in the graphics on the back side.
What did you say the MSRP was on that old F-150 Lightning?
It was like 20 grand.
Okay, well, the package to get the Raptor R, $26,000 package. So $6,000 more than the MSRP on that truck it costs just to get the engine in this truck over the base model Raptor. But my goodness, if you drive the two back to back, you can completely tell why it is worth it. Now, this is very big. It's obvious. It's a massive, massive pickup truck, but it doesn't handle like one by any means. You get into most pickups and they're so top heavy. This just drives like a car. It drives like a sports car the way that it handles. It still has some body roll here and there. You can feel its mass and size. Anyone could get in this and feel confident driving it around corners. It's very planted. It's very easy to drive on a day-to-day basis. And it's based off of the best-selling pickup truck in the world, the Ford F-150. You have all of the fancy, luxurious amenities that you could possibly want in the interior, all of the most modern tech ever, a massive heads-up display that I actually really enjoy. It's just a fantastic truck that's super easy to drive at all times when you're not driving it hard. It's comfortable, it's a date night vehicle, it's a go on a long road trip vehicle. It is truly one of the few vehicles in that class of go anywhere, do absolutely anything.
In the interior of the Raptor R, they did everything in their power to make this a special place to be. From the stitching to the multiple different textures and materials used. There's kind of an Alcantara, there's some leather, a little bit of plastic, but it's not bad. The center console is really where you see that. There's a lot of fun Easter eggs. One of my favorites is the V8 right in the center console. That whole letter R in red continues on the interior. Again, on your armrest, on your seats, on your steering wheel. They let you know that you're in the cream of the crop, which I really do appreciate.
Now, there is one thing that I don't like about the Raptor R, however, and that's the amount of money this interior is for what it is. And when we compare this to its direct competitor, the Ram TRX, which at the moment isn't in production, but we all know it's coming back.
Oh, yeah.
And you can purchase them on the used market now for like $30,000, almost $40,000 less than one of these, which also makes them super appealing. But what I like more about the TRX is its interior. The interior is just a better spot to be. Higher quality materials are used all throughout. It feels like a more special place to be, where the F-150 feels more like a work truck, to be honest with you. It still has this clunky handle that folds down. You can fold this thing flat, and it's like a workspace for your laptop, but it's all plastic on the back of it. It feels like a robust work truck interior that has some luxurious touches in the F-150, where the TRX just truly has a better feeling interior. It feels more high quality. It feels more like a luxurious pickup truck. And let's be real, 80% of the people that ever buy a Raptor R are not going to use it for actual pickup truck uses. Let's just be completely real with that. So having the more luxurious interior is a win in my book. But what is not a win in the TRX's side is it is full-time four-wheel drive, where here in the TRX you can turn on that four-wheel drive system. So this truck is still truly a rear-wheel drive truck with a true 4x4. And I just think that is a massive win overall, which overall I think the TRX has to be the loser between these two trucks. I think the TRX looks great. It's got a better build quality on the inside, but I think the Raptor R is a little bit more fun to drive, except for like doing launch control type of thing. I just really like this Raptor R. It's a fantastic truck. It's so fun to drive. The fact you can break the back tires loose under 40 miles an hour on 37s at pretty much any time is just It puts a smile on your face. It's truly ridiculous.
Although Ford did their best to make this a special place to be, at the end of the day, it is just an F-150 on the inside. You are truly just paying for the trophy truck capabilities, when in reality, the trophy you're really looking for is the thumbs up from the guy next to you that knows what's under the hood.
And if you guys are interested in purchasing either one of the Raptor Rs that we're using in today's video, they are both brand new and available for sale here in Apple Valley, Minnesota. So be sure to check out the link down in the description below to Apple Autos if you're interested in buying one.
Thank you so much for tuning into the video today on Performance on Wheels. We'll see you guys next time.